Hi guys, welcome back to the Resinator. So today I'm jumping on the ghost bandwagon because Halloween's coming and I'm going to make a ghost. So I've got my paper plate and cling film ready. Working with cling film and gloves is not the one, I can assure you, but yeah, I'm just trying to be very careful and not mess it up with these gloves. And I've mixed 100 mils of 1-1 resin. Today I'm using Janchon epoxy fast cure. So I've used 50 mils of A and 50 mils of B, and I've already pre-mixed it. Now I'm a good old traditionalist, so I'm going to stick with white for this ghost, but I want it to have a little bit of sheen, so I'm going to use white and diamond white mica powders from my About range, my About set. And I'm just going to put, I don't want it hugely opaque. Oh, I haven't even opened the white yet. I don't want it hugely opaque. I'd like it lit like a tiny bit see-through, because I'd like to have the option of being able to put a light in there. So I'm just going to put a little bit of each in to start with and see how we go. This diamond white is gorgeous, I love it. Okay. So let's start that off. I could use pigment paste, but like I say, I don't want it a solid white. But I do think I'm going to have to add a little bit more of the normal white mica. Yeah, let's pop a little bit more of that in, just to be safe. Now I've seen this done with thick plastic and I've seen this done with cling film. Now I don't think for 1 minute that this cling film is going to come back out again once it's cured, but that's okay because no one's going to be looking at the inside of it. So let's just see. Do you know what? I might put a tiny bit of normal white in that. Just a tiny bit. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Let's just keep mixing that until all the streaks are gone. And then I will be back for the pour. So as you can see, I've got my paper plate ready and my cling film. I don't want the cling film too big, just in case I can't get it out. I mean, I could trim round it, but let's see what happens. Now, the other thing that I'm going to use is, now I struggled for ages to decide what to use to shape it once it was almost cured. And I tried various paper cups and things like that with a ball on top. And then I remembered that I've actually got this blank Russian doll, which I think will be perfect. I may need to stand it up on something to make it a little bit higher, but we'll see when it's time to drape it over. But I actually think that will be a really good shape. So that's what I'm going to use. But I'm also going to put in, around the edge, some of these glow-in-the-dark pink rocks. I got these from Temu. I'm not sure if I'll be able to find the link again now, but I'll have a look. If not, I'll find an Amazon link. So this is all ready to go. I'm wondering whether I want to put a little bit more diamond white in there now. Actually, I think I will, because we all know that I love that diamond white. Oh God, don't think you saw that on camera, but I just put loads in by accident. That'll teach me for not using a spoon. Note to self, there's a reason why the companies that make mica powder put these little spoons in there. That's better. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to very slowly, because I don't want to overflow it, pour my resin into the centre of the plate and let it flow out. Right, I'm going to stop there for a second and just let it run. See how far it goes. I don't want it too thick, but I do also want it to drip a little bit once we mould it. So hopefully that will be, do you know what, there's not much there, I might as well just put it in. Okay. So I've emptied some of the little glow-in-the-dark stones into a little pot, and I'm just going to add them around the edge. I'm going to go slowly at first because I don't know, oh blimey, I don't know how many it's going to take. And obviously they will sink in. I actually think that's probably going to be enough. So let's get a lolly stick and manoeuvre any of the ones that I think are too far out. Let's move them back, tidy it up a little bit. Let's put a couple more there. I mean, I don't want it too uniform, but I don't want any sort of sticking out in the middle either. So just rough the edges up a little bit. Could do with a couple more there. Okay, so now we've just got to wait for this to partially cure enough so that it will drip. I'm not sure how long, but I'm going to keep coming and checking it. I'll check it again in half an hour, 45 minutes, and see how we're doing. Obviously, thicker resin heats up more and cures quicker, but this is quite thin, so yeah, this is a thin layer. So it'll just be a matter of coming back and keep checking it. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and then I will come back when it's time to take it off the plate and mould it. Okay, so I think this is ready now. I'm not going to lie, I haven't got a clue, but I think if you lift it and it doesn't move, I think you're good to go. So there is my Russian doll. So what I've now got to do is get that onto that. And I'm not going to lie, I am terrified. Looking at this, I might have to lift it up, so I've got another mould ready. Yeah, I don't want one that's too high, but I've got another mould ready just in case. And I think I might have to stand up and do this bit. So here goes nothing. I really don't want my cling film to get stuck in the resin if I can help it. So I need to try and get it as central as I can. Whew. I actually can't believe that was as easy as it was. Good Lord. Right, let's move this over. And I don't actually think I need to put it on anything. So now all I need to do is just arrange the folds how I want them. And you know what? I actually quite like them as they are. What I do want is for this to drip a little bit. And it is starting to drip at the front already a bit. But yeah, I want this to run down a little bit. So I might wait that out a little bit. How can I do that? I think I might need a bit of tape for that actually. Okay, so I'm not going to be touching the resin now. So I'm going to take my gloves off because I really can't do tape with gloves. So I'm just going to get some little bits of sticky tape just to stick the cling film to the mat in the shapes that I want, because I want it to come out a little bit. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll get the camera down and I will come down and give you a close-up. Okay, so as you can see, I've now got my cling film taped down to the mat so that it's holding the shape of where I want the folds of the ghost to be, and it's starting to run down beautifully. Might need to adjust that a little bit, stick a bit of tape there I think, but so far so good. So now it's just a matter of leaving this until it's completely cured. So I'll see you back for the demold. So this is pretty much cured now. It's still a little bit soft, but it's enough. It's cured enough for me to try and take out some of this cling film. I'm not going to worry about too much of it because we're not really going to see it. So I'm just going to pull off what you can see. As you can see, it's still a little bit soft. It's flowed down a little bit more than I wanted, but I know for next time. But it is nice and transparent. I don't know if you can see my fingers through there. I didn't want it completely opaque. I'm probably going to have to get some scissors and trim these little hangy bits of cling film. Well, I think that'll do for now. There we go. So I just need to give him a face. So I'm just going to pop him back. I say him, he's got pink stones in it, so it should be she really. I'm going to find a nice flat surface. I think that one's, yeah, I think that one's the best one. Nice flat surface so that I can give him a face, her a face. So let's go with some big round eyes. Now I'm absolutely rubbish at drawing. This is just an acrylic pen. And I'm going to change the end to the brush tip, I think, to fill it in. It's probably going to take a couple of coats. So what I'm going to need to do is that's my cat meowing in the background. As you can tell, he's gone straight to DEFCON 4. So I'm going to let this first coat of acrylic dry, and then I will give it a second coat before I do the pictures. And I'm just going to get my camera down so you can see his face. So there's my Halloween ghost. And if I turn my lights off, Alexa, light off, it glows. Like I said, I'm a little bit disappointed that it flowed so far, but at least it flowed. So pop the lights back on. So if you like what I'm doing, please pop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. It's a couple of little clicks. It's free and it helps me grow the channel. Thank you to everybody who's been buying me coffees and buying things from the Etsy store. The links for both of those will be in the description, along with the links for everything that I've used in this project. So all that's left to say, guys, is thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.